Go! What is up, everybody? It's not newbie back in the building. Let's go. This is gonna be a good stream. It's gonna be a chill stream. But it's gonna be fun. It's gonna be lit. Oh man, there's something I forgot to test because I want to do something on this stream that I haven't done in a while. I literally don't know where my, there we go. I'm gonna be bringing Minecraft back, boys. Let's go, let's go. Going back to the Minecraft SMP. And yeah, that's gonna be fun. We've got the Craig cam, 100% operational. But Craig is not here at the moment, which is unfortunate. Because everybody here knows how fire Craig is. Craig is very, very fun. Let's see here. Hold on. Need to double check something here. I want to make sure. How's my microphone sound, guys? I think I have. Yeah, I have the TCS on. So if you guys want to join the chat, you can go ahead and do that because I got the TTS on. Let's see here. Hold on. How do I? There we go. Okay. I need to double check my microphone settings real quick. There we go. Okay. I think we're good. Yeah. We're good. Awesome. Okay, now I did slightly change how I do the setup. You guys can't really see it, but I have my microphone on a stand now, facing me. Let me move it to the side a little bit. Kind of facing me. So hopefully now it'll catch more of my voice. It's terrible, but hopefully it'll catch more of my voice. And that's the goal of that. And hold on, give me a second here. I'll just switch back over here because today, the drink of the day is going to be, as usual, no, usually, bourbon whiskey. A distinctive product, which is unlike other types of beverages. Also, I do know that I'm dehydrated today, so it's also important that I drink some more of the magical juice. Alrighty. Well, I gotta dive into the Discord. Look for some things to react to while I'm warming up before I start with all the start playing Minecraft again. I also have to go get my cable. I don't know why I didn't get my cable before I started streaming. I think I was just like too hyped and excited to start the stream. So let's see here. I'm gonna go grab some stuff to react to. And this should be interesting. I don't have. I'm not gonna like react to too many things because I do want to. Let me see here. Because I do want to get to playing Minecraft again. I have not played Minecraft on stream in a while. And then I always say that, then stream for the first time in a while, and then like that's it. And like, hello. I need to do better at like, you know, going back to like doing the things on stream that I really, really enjoy doing. Let's see. Nah, I'm not doing that one. That one's like 7 minutes long. But yeah, we got a few things to react to here. Comments section. There, that thing needs to shut up. Okay. Anyways, how are you guys doing? It's good to be
Welcome
you
back to
know,
the comment
back
section.
streaming
I'm
again.
Brett
Let me see. Let me pull that back. Yeah. This is just a terrible, terrible start to the stream. By the way, one thing I gotta mention, that I gotta bring up. Hold on. This is one video I gotta show you guys, or maybe two. I don't know. Or you know, maybe I don't even need to show you guys. But go check out my my vlogs channel, 9NB Vlogs, because I recently got Soylent. I started trying it for the first time. I had some Soylent yesterday, so I made a video about that. So you guys can go check that out. I have a yeah, so I have two videos out actually. I have one about like the difference between like when you get the 4-pack and you have the pack of 4 together. It's different. Like the nutrients and stuff are different than when you get the like it by itself. So I have a video covering that. You guys should probably want to will probably want to check out, because I haven't seen anybody mention that. That was a complete surprise to me. So yeah, so there's that, and then like I have my post review, which I'm going to film and post eventually, soon, relatively. So we have all of that goodness coming up. Now I just gotta pull up some news things, and then we're gonna be able to get started in honest here. I mean, not honest, in earnest. Let's see here. Let's see. Let's see. Gotta do Forbes Breaking News, because Forbes Breaking News is one of the best channels for news, like especially like short clips. Let's see. We're gonna pull this one up here.
Are you on Twitter?
And let's see. One more clip. Oh shoot, there was one more clip that I hold on. Let's see, so we got this.
This morning, U.S. officials are scrambling to prepare for a...
No. Why? How come it takes forever for like the thing to pause when I actually hit pause? Because I like open a link and then it just like plays, and then when I hit pause, like it doesn't pause. I have to wait like 3 seconds. It's very, very annoying. Let's see here.
One of our events.
Alrighty, I think we have enough clips here. You know, if you take a look at all of these clips that I have, I feel like this is enough. Hopefully it is. It certainly seems like it should be enough. But anyways, here we go. I'm gonna be reacting to all these videos, and then we'll be playing some Minecraft. It's a lot of things to cover here. I think this should be fun. So without further ado, let's get into it.
Hello, hold.
Is your because I watched it. Is this
What?
Yes. Okay. So I went to the store, and I just want you to know that just like fruits, just like candy, you can have different types of fruits. All right. This is like just mango spiders. Okay. You can just have mango spiders, and then you can have like I've got some blue balls. Okay. They're good. Yum 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 yum. And then,
That's good.
Oh man.
Poppy.
All right.
I don't know. I don't think this is really that funny, if I'm gonna
Those are good.
be honest here.
Yeah, you're
Vagina.
And I forgot what kind of
Poppy.
this is. But isn't it cute? Okay.
I don't know. I'm not really feeling this one, to be honest. But if you guys want to go check out this video, go do that. It's in the Discord. I think I'm good. I don't. There's nothing that's okay. This is interesting. So this is a new. So this is a new series. Apparently, the Daily Wire has decided that doing
Pizza
a PewDiePie.
said in the chat. Oh my God, how am I late for this?
It's fine. It's honestly, it's fine. I basically just started. But anyways, the Daily Wire thought it'd be a good idea to try and have a PewDiePie imitation channel, especially since he says he's quitting YouTube or something. So let's watch this video and see what this is all about.
Wire show is titled "The Comments Section" with Brett Cooper.
Also, I changed the audio settings a little bit, so let me know what you guys think of that. I also repositioned the microphones. Let me know if you can hear that better, because I think it should be picking up the frequencies a little bit better, because it's a little bit elevated to match. It's actually really close to the level of my mouth. So let me know if it's actually working.
We have a brand new Daily Wire show is titled "The Comments Section" with Brett Cooper.
I will say I'm reacting to this because I've seen a little bit of this show.
Mr. Pizza
and
said in
it
the chat,
looks.
You gonna be doing YTP reactions today as well? I
tried to react to YTP and I got it was not good. Not this time. I'm gonna be reacting to some of these clips here, and then I'm gonna be playing some Minecraft for the first time in a while. So that's really exciting. I'm really looking forward to doing that. And I want to get into this video here. I'm reacting to this because I started watching the comment section a little bit because it got recommended to me, and I didn't even know that it was on the Daily Wire. It's really, really interesting. And when we get into her content, I'll explain what it is about the show that's kind of interesting. But here's the intro. Here's how the Daily Wire's audience was introduced to the show.
We have a brand new Daily Wire show is titled "The Comments Section" with Brett Cooper. Brett joins us on the program now. Brett, how are you doing?
I'm great. How about you?
Doing
well. I think this is how people were introduced to the show.
What exactly is the comment section? Why should people give it a listen or a watch?
So the comment section is a social media content review show. You know how you respond to...
Also, I'll point this out later, but I actually am kind of a fan of her setup. But yes, her description of this is actually pretty apt. I have not seen this video yet.
People give it a listen or a watch.
All the videos that I'm reacting to here, I have not seen them yet, but I have seen other content that she's made, and other content, of course, that Ben Shapiro's made. But yeah.
So the comment section is a social media content review show. You know how you respond to woke TikToks for your YouTube channel? So we are basically doing that, but not just responding to TikToks. We are responding to whatever is going viral on social media.
Is it just me, or is Officer Alex the only person who responds to cringe TikToks and actually isn't cringe while he does it?
TikToks for your YouTube channel? So we are basically doing that, but not just responding to TikToks. We are responding to whatever is going viral on social media, whether that be political news, celebrity news.
And that's the thing I love about the channel, because she covers things that are going on in culture. She doesn't just do political things, or she doesn't take pop culture things and makes them all political, like Candace Owens does. I find that really annoying. Oh, hey, DJ LL, what's up?
Politician. We are responding to it. We are diving into the comment section to see what real people are saying about it, how they are responding, and we're doing it from a younger perspective. We're getting into the nitty-gritty. I'm Gen Z, I'm young, so it's a new perspective.
And that's one thing I think that keeps the show from getting cringe.
It's a great way for people who are younger, maybe the kids of people who are listening to this show, or if you're younger yourself, to engage with political content. I assume that the young people are in fact the target audience.
Yes, exactly. We are hoping to reach a newer...
And that makes sense. I feel like half of the people that are on Ben Shapiro's network, The Daily Show, it's almost like they're appealing to people who are older than them. It's really weird.
Demographic, my peers especially. I went to UCLA, much like you, and so I dealt with a lot of leftist peers. Most of my friends growing up were on the left, and I lost a lot of them when I started speaking out. And so in that world, I realized that there was not a lot of entertainment. There was not a lot of social media and internet content that was for more conservative-minded young people. And so I'm excited.
Let me go back. Wait, what did she say?
Internet content. So
DJ LL
on the left
said in the chat.
Ben Shapiro is related to Mara Wilson.
Who's Mara Wilson? I have no idea who that is.
And I lost a lot of them when I started speaking out. And so in that world, I realized that there was not a lot of entertainment. There was not a lot of social media and internet content that was for more conservative-minded young people. And so I'm excited to be diving in and creating something for them.
So, Brett, let's talk a little bit about your background. So for folks who have never seen your stuff before.
So basically, she's like, there's no content out here for like entertainment content, not just like political stuff. Because there's plenty of political stuff for everyone, but there's not like a lot of like actually entertaining and fun content for like people who are conservative, which is very true.
Politics,
and that's
not how you...
that's something that's a gap that like I want to fill as well. And it's a gap that like I think people like Ruslan fill to a certain extent, especially Christians who are also conservative.
No, not at all. I was a professional actor for over a decade. I started in theater, worked in Atlanta and New York, then ended up...
She's an act. I wonder, like, I don't know. Like, pivoting from acting to YouTubing is
in
that's an
Los
interesting
Angeles
pivot.
doing TV and film. And then I graduated from high school
you're
when
still
I
doing
was 16
entertainment,
and went to UCLA. And it was during that time that I stepped away from Hollywood just because of politics. I did not feel like I had a place there, and I was constantly having to compromise my values for my work, which was not something that I was comfortable with.
But you can do Christian movies, you could do like conservative movies and things. So
during the BLM riots and during COVID, I started speaking out. And also lost my footing a bit in the industry there because of that.
Interesting.
And as a result, I started working with PragerU, who is in Los Angeles. And from there, the rest is history. I started writing for the Foundation for Economic Education. I worked for Young Americans for Liberty. And now I'm with Daily Wire.
Well, go check out the comments section today. That is available over at YouTube. You can go subscribe over there. Brett, congratulations on the show. And I'm sure we all look forward to watching it.
Interesting.
Thank you so much, Ben.
They described it pretty simply there. There's a little bit more. Excuse me. There's a little bit more to the channel than that. Excuse me, which we'll be getting into here. So here's like an example of what you can expect with the comment section. I have not seen this video yet, but this is like kind of this is just like not even an episode because I don't think it's like a show. Although she does do like streams and has VODs up. But yeah, I'll be reacting to this stream or this video that she did, and one thing that's kind of interesting is her setup, which I want to make some comments about too as the video goes on.
Welcome back to the comment section. I'm Brett Cooper. So last night, after I had already worked on what...
Well, that's different. The videos they'd seen were older, okay? So one thing that's cool about like her setup was, typically, it's not exactly like this. Her camera, which I think this camera, was like a little bit higher and angled down towards her, which was an interesting look because not a lot of streamers do that. I find the choice of Beats headphones to be like really interesting and really different, but also like it's interesting because if you are a viewer who's just like a normal like dude or whatever, or like normal girl or whatever, that's a headphone that you'd be like, oh yeah, I know what headphone that is, like because these are like Beats, I don't know, like Solos or something, Solo 3s. These are like Beats headphones. It's interesting that she chooses headgear that like most people will know what it is, because my earbuds are like, I reviewed these on stream. These are like Walmart earbuds. So it's interesting that she chooses like well-known headphones. What I do like about this is even though it's got the big old microphone, which I'm not a huge fan of, after watching Ruslan's content, it's really cool to see how much better streams actually look with that microphones in the camera angle. Like I have this microphone here, and if I wanted to, I could be like this all day. I could just be talking into the microphone. Hey guys, what's up? It's Not Newbie here on the stream, having fun on YouTube. I hope you all hit the subscribe button, give me a like, turn on the notification bell, and be like Spoopy Leaf. Go over on Twitter and ask a bunch of people to subscribe to me, even though they'll never like actually watch my content. And yeah, they'll do nothing for my channel. Thanks, guys. Peace. Like I could do that if I wanted to, but I just like how it looks better with like the microphone like not being in the view. So.
Welcome back to the comment section. I'm Brett Cooper. So last night, after I had already worked...
And also, like, the background, this is nice and kind of unique. The background that most people use when they stream, they design it to make it look like a bedroom. But this is
Welcome
not what
back
she's
to the
going
comment
for.
section.
I'm not sure
I'm
exactly what
Vancouver.
vibe this is, but it's nice. I like the use of the artificial lighting with like different colors in the background, but it's subtle, which is an interesting look because most people with colors, crazy colors like that, they'll be very bold and very dark, but it's light and neutral, but still like got that tint with like different colors. It's very cool.
So last night, after I had already worked on what I was going to film today, I saw this comment on my last video. Why aren't you covering the riots in Panama City Beach, Florida? I was immediately interested. Because
Riots?
my older
I did not
brother
know there were
lives
riots.
in PCB, and yeah, I know what you're thinking, but he's military. Like 99.9% of the
Also,
other
I like
people
all the camera angles, but I don't like how she's utilizing them here. I didn't know that she had this many camera angles. Maybe this is like new that she got new cameras, like this is sort of like Hasanabi thing, where it's like a bunch of cameras all over the place now. But I like the angles. I don't like how she's utilizing them. It's swishing too much, I think, in my opinion. But especially for this
So, I'll give him a
format,
pass.
which is generally
Anyway,
long form
I
content.
literally texted
Like,
him
look at
a
how
Reddit
often
thread
she's switching.
about crazy Panama City Beach spring break stuff.
Mr. Pizza
Oh.
said in the
He
chat.
responded to
Oh,
me.
By
that's
the way,
interesting.
I'm not chatting much. It's because
Looks
I'm
like-
editing a vid.
Okay, that's
Right,
cool.
LOL. This weekend wasn't even about spring breakers. It was a bunch of idiots from Montgomery that just came down to cause trouble. And this is the video that I sent.
You also wait, no.
Got the drug dogs out.
What'd she say?
It's chaos. It's just a bunch of people running away from the beach in a swarm
Why are they running?
as a policeman and
What are you running?
his police dog come onto the beach. The caption is spring breakers in Panama City Beach flee en masse when police bring out drug dog to the beach.
So do they all have
It's a
drugs?
drug dog. They're also probably just running because it's a bunch of kids drinking underage and all of their friends are running, so they're going to start running. I really didn't pay much
yeah,
attention to
panic.
it until I saw that comment on my video. But then I went down a rabbit hole. So over
Oh
the
boy.
past few
Oh boy.
weeks, people on social media have been organizing a PCB takeover for this past weekend where they would all come down to Florida, mostly from Alabama and that area, and swarm all the beaches and the bars. And they were more than successful.
Panama City Beach. Spring Break 2022.
What? Wait, so are these riots or partiers? Because that first one, I'm like, oh yeah, they're all like running around having a good time with some friends.
Spring Break 2022.
Like this here? But this here looks like riot aftermath right here.
I don't know about y'all, but that sounds like a horrible time to me.
No! No! What are you, an introvert? That looks kind of fun. I'm just saying. Except for like the robbery. But like hanging out with all those people?
Anyway, they mobbed the beach.
Random
and
people? Like, that
tons
sounds like
of
so much fun.
beachfront restaurants. They blocked all the streets apparently with their cars, and all of these bars and restaurants had to be shut down. Then these swarming PCB takeover people moved on to Walmart. Because of course.
Okay. But what exactly is the takeover though? Like, are people just hanging out or what? Like, I don't understand.
And you might be thinking, is this just a regular day in Walmart? You might think that. No, this is actually much more extreme. There's another
Yeah, no, this is crazy. Like, there are never that many black people in a Walmart.
perspective on this after they all left. It's chaos. Apparently they really wanted some sun hats. It's just wild. And then it goes
The one thing is, it's hard to tell. Are they looting? Or are they buying the place, buying things but still trashing the place? Like, it seems like they're not actually, like, stealing stuff. Which is not the worst thing in the
they
world.
really wanted some sun hats.
Like, when she said riots, she made it seem like they were, like, going full, like, Travis Scott. Like, they were, like, going full Black Lives Matter.
It's just wild. And then it goes over, you see at the end, there's, like, carts thrown everywhere. It looks like a mess, honestly. All I have to say is, thank God for TikTok.
A blessing from the Lord. God be praised.
Like, this is some really
She's probably the only person on the Daily Wire saying that.
hard-hitting journalism that we're seeing from the front lines. Like, this guy says, God is trying to tell us something. You better get ready for the rapture, people. You're not wrong. PCB is the hood.
Nah.
Also, not wrong. I mean, okay, I love my brother, and honestly, I've grown to love PCB. And for the most part, it's really cleaned up. But this reminds me of the first time that I ever went and visited him. I was
Wait,
probably 10.
so does she live in
and it
PCB
happened
or
to
does she
be
live?
Bike Week.
in
If you don't know
California.
what Bike Week is, it's just when a whole bunch of bikers around the country swarm Panama City Beach and they just like cruise through the city. Anyway, I have never
that sounds
seen
fun.
so many butt cracks hanging out of tight Harley Davidson pants in my entire life. Another person says, let's keep in mind that this isn't PCB's usual spring breakers. It's a group that was organized to go to Florida for what is called a Panamanic invasion.
A communications disruption can mean only one thing: invasion.
I did hear about that. That was the other event that I saw. But it looks like Panamanic was more connected with spring break, which was last week and not this weekend's takeover. Feels like two totally different things. If I didn't have a 2-month-old, I'd be there.
Bruh. I got that energy. I feel
your
that.
Mother. The
So?
Bay County Police
Yeah,
apparently
that's literally her point.
had to bring reinforcements because on Saturday alone, 161 people were arrested. So obviously this isn't a coincidence. It was obviously some coordinated
Who are they
effort. It
arrested
was not
for?
your typical spring break event. The PCB police also confiscated 75 different guns, and one of the Alabama girls was shot in the foot in front of a Waffle House. Like, I'm just waiting for the Florida man stories to come out of this. It's pretty on brand. I mean, the whole thing is just chaotic and crazy. And the original guy who commented on my video said that they were riots. And usually, like,
That doesn't
we've
look
been
like a
trying
riot,
to think
though.
about
I'm
riots as
saying.
a very political thing. But these people are just opportunistic idiots that have
That's literally what all the riots were. Well, not all of them, but that's what a lot of the riots were, though. I'm gonna say.
nothing better to do on a weekend than drive down to Florida and wreak havoc for shits and giggles.
That's a great idea.
But it didn't.
Start a riot.
Like, it's as
No.
simple as that. And no wonder people
But it's not clear. Like, were they? I'm gonna
fun
look
of
at some videos about
Americans.
this.
Like, this is embarrassing. Find another weekend activity, especially in Florida. Like, Florida has become precious DeSantis territory. We don't touch Florida, guys. Do that somewhere else.
But see, that's okay. It's not terrible.
Whoa,
It's
guys.
not. It's
I
not.
cannot
It's not.
believe that you're about to leave this video without liking it first.
Because I'm not
Honestly,
using my main
kinda
account.
rude. Be better.
But that's not a bad outro video. See, it's not it's not bad. Her content could definitely be worse. She's probably the most like interesting and non-cringe Daily Wire host right now. So that's kind of cool. What the heck is? Are there vlogs about this? What the heck? Okay, I'm gonna check out this vlog. I didn't even know that people are doing vlog series about the PCB takeover.
Hey, what she say you cover me, I said I'm playing, I don't know what that means.
Although I will say, this is the genre of content I think I sort of miss being like cool and popular. Like back when like Team 10 was still a thing. There was a small YouTuber that I was watching that he stopped posting as often because he went to Virginia Tech. I wish I knew his name because he's small but he's so underrated and his stuff is really fun. I feel like the grown-up edition of the vlogs I used to watch are like the Cast Castle videos. And those are fun because they're like vlogs, but they're not like completely immature like Jake Paul's videos were or Logan Paul's videos were. We'll see how this is. But I do miss this content format.
Oh, shot that looking right over there. Little blonde hair. So get your fat head ass out the way. No, that shot out over there.
What the heck?
Shot that over there. Y'all want Oreos? Man, hell no, them old nigga cookies. Stop the cap. Stop the cap.
Where are they? These people are mean.
No, old nigga cookies. No, they just got on your ass, man. Say shit. They said lame at it. Oh, God damn, she said, I don't run me over the bag.
I can't understand half what they're saying. I'm sorry. I'm really sorry, man.
How the fuck you thick with no ass? You got a smooth back.
Also, I don't understand why. Maybe Google doesn't understand what half of they're saying either because the closed captions are barely working. It's okay.
Y'all come out here. It's fast. I'm on a ride. I like I'm on a ride anyway.
What?
God, that over there. Slow down a little bit. Okay. Alright, you trying. That is stupid. Preparing for a takeoff.
Oh, okay, so they're part of the PCB takeover. Okay.
That motherfucker did.
So I don't know. Let's see what they do. Let's see what they do. Let's see what this PCB takeover actually is.
Damn, I gotta get a flashlight on the bitch. Why the fuck put a fucking flashlight? I'm gonna take that bitch to my camera. No, he not trying to hate me.
Okay, so I guess they're kind of talking about shooting people. I don't know. They're probably not being serious.
Oh, anything up? Oh, it's raining. Oh, hell no.
Yo, that's literally me. That's literally me. But the camera's trash, man. Why is my phone camera better than what they got?
Oh, hell no. Hold on, I'm zooming on, motherfucker. Don't change it. I can't see it.
Okay, that's fire zoom though. My phone can't zoom that one.
Hold on, I'm zooming on, motherfucker. Don't change it.
What does it say? It says, bro. Let me know what your boys doing before 8.
Hey, bro, what that mean? I don't know. Stop the cap. What the fuck is that? That's a girl? Who that is? This bitch got an Android? No, that's the nigga. That's the nigga. People who selling them tickets.
Android's fire though.
They probably gonna turn y'all ticket off. Yeah, that's what they probably. There you go. I ain't gonna cap, get peep.
Trying to get that crayon out, motherfucker.
Nah, this can't go.
See, like this doesn't look bad. Like now maybe they're not part of the big rush. The crowd here does not seem as big as it was earlier. This literally seems like a friend group hanging out, but this is. They're just going to Walmart and buying stuff. It looks like.
Stop the cap.
Maybe being mean to a few like old ladies, but I don't know.
You haven't even seen the. You haven't even had time to deal with your monsters. Hoes came out. What? Nigga, them bitches been out.
Nah, the peaches did just come out.
Exactly. On my soul, them bitches did not come out. They been out for about a year.
This is kind of boring. This is PCB takeover. Going to Walmart. Hold on. So you're telling me the right wing and all of TikTok is freaking out because a bunch of people are ready to Panama City Beach and going to Walmart. I don't understand this. How is this controversial? I mean, I don't know. Maybe people got arrested, but probably because there's a greater proportion of people going to the area. Do we know that there's a greater proportion of like, I don't know, people getting arrested per capita when you consider how many people are actually there because of the PCB takeover? Or not. And the same thing with the whole place being like kind of trashed at the end. Maybe a few people would leave a few hats on the ground like sometimes, but when you multiply the amount of people who are normally at the Walmart by 10, you are going to see things look 10 times more unkempt. So maybe that's what it is. See, I felt like something was off, but as soon as I heard people calling it a man, dude's kind of feeling himself right there. But I'm gonna see, I thought that something was off, but I saw videos of people walking down the sidewalk and they were calling that a riot. That's a lot of beer though.
No, it's just a condo. For sure.
Dude, that's so much beer, dude. Like, look at all that.
Feel me?
Gay! Gay!
This is fun, I'll tell you that much. But okay, look at this terrible riot though. Like what? Do things ever get violent? Do they ever do anything bad? Like this doesn't look too bad to me.
Fuck. That nigga funny. That nigga funny in here.
I'm confused. What's going on here?
You don't got no A.
Confused, dude, and this is all in the dark. Wait, oh, people shooting? That sounds like cat guns or something, or like not real guns, but it does sound like they're shooting something. Maybe some people playing in the dark. Let me see.
If this gets out, I'm famous.
What, they playing laser tag? I don't know what that is, but This here's wilder than anything that was shown previously, and this partying. I don't understand.
Take a shot right now.
She's so chill. Everybody's hyped, and she's just like, hi. That was so boring. Yeah, is this supposed to be entertaining? Like that was so. Wait, hold on. What does it say? BLM, right? Like, where's like anything like actually like exciting? This video here is like one of the top videos, and it's not even crazy. I don't have time to watch the longer videos. I wish I did. Let's see. I mean, I guess we got this. Let's see what this is. Because we got the police called over here, and they're arresting someone. But see, like, if they're just arresting someone, like, I mean, what, is somebody gonna walk up to the camera and tell us what they got arrested for? Yeah, I don't know. But okay, here we go. Maybe this will show some terrible thing that all these awful human beings are doing during the PCB takeover. Wait, what's going on? What are they doing? Are they dancing in the street? Yeah, it looks like they're like, yeah, why? Nah, not fair. This is not rioting, but this is not Gucci, bro. This is not Gucci. Oh, people throwing money? Okay, now that's gonna start some fighting. That's gonna start some rioting right there.
They threw all that money up in the air. Did y'all see that?
Honestly, that looks kind of fun though.
JLL reacts. Said in the chat. That's Florida for ya.
Yeah. I mean, and that's one reason why I feel like it'd be a fun place to live. Like,
They gonna probably throw that money up in the air again when that song say to throw the money in the air.
She sounds like one of my aunts. She literally sounds like one of my aunts. Okay, so that's PCB takeover for you guys. People partying in the middle of the road. What a huge deal. But anyways, back to Brett Cooper. I did want to dive a little bit into Brett Cooper's background, or like some things that she's done pre the comments section. So here's Brett Cooper. She actually has a YouTube channel with 2 videos on it. This video in the corner over there is the other one. But yeah, this is her video, her performing at age 11 in Hollywood, like she said. You know, she was from Hollywood. So this is one of her talents, I suppose. That's not bad. I wonder if she considers singing on her show. It's not bad, not bad. Not my vibe, so I'm not gonna watch the whole thing. But yeah, this is interesting. Oh yeah, from sequence singer to political commentator, great job. And now on the Daily Wire, great job. I wonder how long she's gonna keep this up here, honestly though. I feel like I would be shocked to see her take it down after a while. But there's one thing I wanted to see on Brett Cooper, because when you search Brett Cooper, there's this one thing that she acted in before being on this Daily Wire show. Let me see. She was a scene in. She was in like a show as like a side character on Paramount. Heathers. That's what it's called. So I guess, is that hurting the neck brace?
What is happening? Why are you touching me?
Oh, so sorry. Reflex. I was gonna say grace. Do you mind? Dear Jesus, I know you don't have much time to think about me anymore, and despite my love for you, have seen fit to take the use of my legs. But you have mercifully left me with a working tongue, which I intend to use to enjoy this delicious meal. Thank you, Lord. Amen.
Oh, interesting.
We'll take this whole column. Thank you.
No, I'm fine with the chips and the tomato water.
Oh, you're afraid of ethnic food.
What?
It's okay. It's just the same 4 ingredients in different combinations.
It's not that. I have this kind of food in Guatemala.
Wait, you've been to Guatemala?
As a kid. You know, missionary work, digging wells, giving out medicine.
Oh, I didn't realize that poor people could also do charity.
Of course, silly. There's always people you can help. And these people are truly
That's
poor.
interesting. I feel like this is kind of like a mockery of like right-wingers.
Poorer
I feel
than
like.
you? And you still believe in God? Wow. I mean, sorry. That's great that you help people.
Also, the character who I feel like the show, like, out of these two characters wants us to empathize more and is not lampooning is also, like, seems like a way worse character than Brett Cooper's character here.
Heather, can I get something off my chest? You know, even though my cable is scrambled, I have seen several segments of the movie Carrie, and so I think I have an idea of where this night is going. I just ask if you're gonna dump some manner of pig blood on me. Please do it after we eat.
What?
I'm very
You
confused.
think I'm gonna carry you? Why would you think that?
Well, I just assumed since
I'm a good person, you bitch.
Yeah, yeah, very, very good person. This is cringe. That was cringe. There's a lot of how both characters are written that are cringe, and then also like the fact that like they're trying to make the character who's not mean seem like the person who's like the worst person for some reason. It's weird. It's weird. It's very weird. But anyways, that's a wild tangent. I'm ready to get on with this CNN Plus video, but hold on. Excuse me. I don't know what it is. Brain could definitely be working a little bit better. So, I think that means that it's time for me to get a little bit more caffeine to my system. And so, let's see. I guess I'll use one of my new glasses that I got.
JLL reacts.
Me and my girlfriend over the weekend, we went to a what's it called? Shoot, what name those stores? Antique store. And no, I was basically there just like to hang out and like for like the whole like antique store experience more than like to actually buy something. But there have been two things that I've really been wanting for a while. And one of them has been a really good wine glass, and that is this. The other has been a shot glass, which I also was able to get. So if I want to share a drink with somebody, but want to show them like what this really cool Rick and Morty juice tastes like, but I don't want to like share cups or whatever. I can just like give them the shot glass, and then they can try a little bit. So very cool, nice practical application and use for this. But anyways, I want to react to this video. It says CNN Plus is dead on arrival, which I'm surprised that it's dead on arrival. I didn't know it was alive in the first place. I know it came out, but it didn't seem like it crashed. The Liberator said, "Drinking caffeine with class." I like it. I appreciate that, man. Thanks, the Liberator, for joining the chat. By the way, I don't think I've seen you. TJ said, Craig Kim. Craig Kim. I could pull up the Craig Kim, but Craig is not here, unfortunately. So yeah, this is the Craig Kim, but he is AFK, unfortunately. But yes, it's nice that you guys miss him like enough to like be like, hey, where is he? Because he usually is here, and I don't know why he's not. So yeah, that is interesting. But yeah, anyways, CNN
DJLL reacts. Said in the chat. John Cena cam.
Yeah, exactly. Exactly, chat. What the heck? This is a weird... I don't like that logo. But I don't know why. It just looks bad. Okay. I should read this for all the audio viewers. The people who are not watching. Okay, this is the tweet by CNN Plus. Says, today's a historic day for us as we launch CNN Plus, a streaming platform that brings the stories of our world anytime you want. What was a recent newsworthy first for you?
DJLL reacts. Said in the chat. Looks like Denmark flag on crack.
Literally 1 day later. Breaking. Hold on, I gotta put this down. Hold on, what? Okay, this is a tweet by Charles Gasparino, who is verified, so you know that what he's saying is true. He says here, breaking, CNN Plus employees bracing for layoffs possibly as soon as May amid projections of lackluster sales of new streaming channel. CNN employees say new streaming channel could be merged into larger Discovery Plus as early as May, unless subscriptions pick up 130. Fox Business. That tweet was hard to read, but that's weird and that's interesting because I feel like
said in the chat.
Yo, newbie, if my video can release in time, would you react to it on stream? Not a YTP, but a really good video.
It depends on how long it is, but possibly. Especially since I don't have that many more videos to react to. But this is interesting. It seems like they did not understand that there's not much demand for CNN content. It's almost like they were creating... I don't know. It's hard to describe. I think CNN didn't...
DJLL reacts.
I will say this.
Said in the chat. I made clips.
Oh,
for
thanks, DJ. By the way, I have a new clips channel, and I'll talk about this after the videos. But I have a new clips channel, and I'm posting new clips Monday, Wednesday, Friday. So, submit clips because the majority of the clips that gets posted, I'm not gonna be able to make.
It'll be a video talking about scam gaming PCs on eBay. I'm condensing it as much as possible.
Ooh, nice. That'll be fun. But yeah, one thing that's interesting is if you look at the left versus the right wing, the right wing always does better online at making content and like doing well and being popular. When it comes to like alternate sources, like that's not cable television, which is why. Hasanabi's rise has been like so puzzling to many because he's not a conservative. It's very rare to see a non-conservative be that successful on the internet. And I think CNN Plus didn't have any indicators. I don't know what CNN Plus was looking at when they were like, hey, I bet people want a streaming service of CNN content. Because like, at least with Fox Nation, it kind of made sense. You had Blaze TV, you have the Daily Wire, you have PragerU, you have, and that's just like the major ones. And you have like the fringe ones. You have like InfoWars, you have Censor.tv. I think that's Gavin McGinnis's platform. You have so many other platforms. Doesn't Nick Fuentes have one too? You have so many different platforms where like right wingers are being successful. It makes sense that Fox is to be like, hey, I want to be successful too, and try and like get a piece of that pie. CNN Plus is like, what piece of what pie are they getting? Because there have been some left wingers who have been successful on YouTube. A lot of my fans like David Pacman. There's also Sam Cedar. There are a handful of others. I think the Young Turks are like kind of like well known, but nobody watches them anymore. And then of course you have Hasanabi, you have Destiny, you have other left wingers who are popular on the internet, but not nearly as many as are on the right wing. It's not enough to make a streaming channel where you can charge money and actually do well doing that. So it's really, really interesting that they didn't, pick a different route. Also, one big problem with CNN doing this is that they're known, they call themselves news. I don't consider them news. They call themselves news. And so even though they're opinionated, people don't go to them for opinion. They go to them for the news, in my opinion. So I feel like that just doesn't translate well when a lot of the alternate people who have like gained success, this is even before internet, like go to radio, right? Radio had Rush Limbaugh. It has Mark Levin. Alex Jones of InfoWars got started on the radio. So many, popular alternative things to cable TV. It's all dominated by the right. And I think they would have needed to actually rebrand it and not call it CNN. And just call it something else. Or call it CNN Talk or something. Make it clear that they're not doing news. Or pretending to do news.
Great success.
Yikes. That's interesting. Hold on. I wonder if anyone's done a review video of CNN Plus. Or if anyone's talked about how well CNN Plus is doing. Is nobody talking about CNN Plus?
DJLL reacts. Said in the chat. Borat.
I have no idea. Yeah, oh yeah, that's Borat, yeah. Yeah, I have no idea. I don't think anyone is... So this is that video, but that came after it launched. Like, I think it's only been out for a few days, the platform has been. So I don't know. Oh, then we got this news. This broke today, I think. That Elon Musk went and bought a bunch of Kansas. No, I was rooting for UNC. But this is a big piece of news that came out today. So let me see. I'm gonna do this one and then go back and watch the other one because this is, I think, the more newsy one, and the other one's gonna be more opinionated.
Welcome back. Well, if you had any question of how much influence Elon Musk is going to have
because,
on Twitter, we have an answer today. Twitter announced
not that Fox News is gay, but Fox Business is definitely straighter.
Welcome back. Well, if you had any question of how much influence Elon Musk is going to have on...
By the way, if you guys don't understand that, that's a reference to like straight news versus opinionated. Straight news is like being like just all the news. So yeah, that's basically what I'm saying there.
Welcome back. Well, if you had any question
DJLL reacts.
influence Elon Musk
said in the chat
to have on Twitter, we have an answer today.
So why is it so quiet? Hey, chat. Is this video quiet for you guys? Because it's quiet for me. It's kind of annoying. Let me know what you guys think.
Welcome back. Well, if you had any question of how much influence Elon Musk is going to have on Twitter, we have an answer today. Twitter announcing Elon Musk will join the board of directors. And Elon Musk is tweeting that he looks forward to working with the Twitter team and making changes in the
Isn't this on the heels of him like saying like, do you guys think that Twitter should have free speech? That's interesting.
That has Twitter
also,
right
one thing is people are freaking out, but he only owns like 10% of the company, which is relatively a lot, but it's not like he owns like 70.
Better than 6%, Cheryl.
Yeah, and up 27% yesterday, Maria. So a couple of things here. Elon Musk, of course, making that statement saying that he is looking forward to working with Twitter, the CEO, the board, to make significant improvements to Twitter in the coming months.
Twitter stock.
Now, we initially learned this news just a few moments ago, breaking on the wires, because of an SEC filing from Twitter that he is going to be joining the board. Right now, he's got a 9.2% stake. This spot on the board that he is taking, it makes him a Class 2 director. That directorship will expire at the end of the 2024 annual meeting summary. But for all of this term and for 90 days after, Musk will not be a, quote, beneficial owner of more than 14.9% of the company. That is key because that obviously that limits into what his abilities are and his exposure is when he is serving on the board of directors. Now, as for the company right now, as you see, the stock has jumped all of this as the only thing we'd heard from Elon Musk until a few moments ago, Maria, was a tweet where he put a poll up asking, do you want an edit button? We also heard that the Twitter...
Interesting, because the Fediverse platform... Mastodon recently added an edit
company,
button.
the CEO just a few moments ago saying, quote, Musk is a passionate believer and
YSC. It's
an
classic.
intense critic of the service.
I feel like Elon Musk is one of the few people who is actually working in the social media industry who would make a poll saying, do you want an edit button? And one of the options would be YSC and the other one would be on. My brain didn't even notice that said no until just now.
Which is
or that's
exactly
it on instead of no just
we
now.
need on at Twitter. That was a tweet coming from Twitter, and this is the Elon Musk tweet that we're referencing here. Maria, do you want an edit button, yes or no? By the way, a little misspelling on his tweet. I got to point that out, Maria. But again, this is pushing the stock up. As of close yesterday of business, his stake was worth about $3
But yeah, Chad, is this video too quiet?
Maria. But again, as you're seeing on your screen, that stake for Elon Musk is now growing exponentially.
Also, I will say, I like commenting on setups when I react to videos. I wonder if that's a green screen that she's in front of or not.
By the moment, as the stock now moves higher, almost 7% on this news. Again, all of the speculation going into this breaking news yesterday and today on Twitter and Elon Musk, would he in fact just flat out buy Twitter? Now the question is, because of this new filing from Twitter, is he going to be limited in making any more moves on the company? If you're on the board of directors, are you an activist shareholder? Maria, I'm throwing that out to you.
Isn't everyone in a way an activist though when they're on a board? Because you're always I don't know, advocating to get your way. So I feel like in a way, of course he's going to be an activist. Who wouldn't be?
He amassed that 9.2% stake, and it has been ripping along trading desks. What are his intentions? What is he going to do? Especially,
I mean, he's made it clear, right, that he wants to put free speech on the platform. I don't know. He's hinting at things. I don't know how serious he is, but if we're gonna take him seriously, which I mean, that's up to you if that's what you want to do. It seems to me that he definitely wants to make Twitter a freer platform.
Initially, he criticized Twitter. That poll that he asked his users, 80 million users, do you think Twitter is practicing free speech? Does it follow
Wait,
that
he has 80
principle?
million followers?
And 70% of users said no. Joe Concha, you follow the media.
Wait, 80% said no?
Users said no.
Yeah. Oh, I see. Oh, yeah, it's a different poll. I know about this one.
70% of users said no. Joe Concha, you follow the media and have been spot on the media. Let's talk social media and how this could change the game. Elon Musk saying free speech is essential to a functioning democracy, asking his 80 million followers, do you believe Twitter rigorously adheres to this principle? Then he comes back at that and says, answer this, know that this is important. 70% said no. Your thoughts on where this is going?
And that's
Musk
interesting.
cannot own
I
more
think at the end of the day, though, and I hate saying this because this is against what I want, but I think at the end of the day, people don't actually want to use free speech platforms. Like at the end of the day, people want to be able to say what they want, but I think that some things that other people would say are so unsavory that they don't want to hear it. And that's why I think, I don't know, you can't allow all free speech if you want to be super popular, in my opinion. You have to ban some things. Even Gab bans porn. You have to ban something. And granted, porn is not speech.
I want to be a hero for Baltimore.
Or I don't know. The whole conversation is very broad and interesting. But suffice to say, you can have a free speech platform and ban porn. So I'm not saying that's going to oppose the ideology of having a free speech platform. But what I'm saying is you're going to have to censor some things. What? What? You're going to have to censor some things if you want to be successful as running a social media company. DJ L says, I want to be a hero for Baltimore. Why?
Than 14.9%.
I'm very confused by what that means.
In this seat on the board, will he take it all the way up to 14.9%?
Why not? I believe he has the money, Maria, and obviously 9%, 14%, you know, well, what's a couple of billion between friends? Look, I have questions, obviously, when you see something like this, and I think...
Up 6.66%. That's a number. That's a number.
One is ultimately, what are Elon Musk's intentions here, right? When he's doing these polls, when he's buying up these shares, he's now the biggest shareholder. Is he looking to acquire the company?
DJLL reacts. Said in the
and
chat.
That's interesting.
I wanted to donate for the ones who need it more.
Nice. That's cool. Yeah, I wasn't sure exactly what you meant by that. But this is interesting, though. This caused Tesla stock to dip, which is interesting because I think that eventually the move, if Musk is serious, he would eventually buy Twitter outright and make it a subsidiary of Tesla. So.
Will this lead the way for Donald Trump to return to Twitter? Because remember, President Trump started Truth Social. That's falling short, at least as far as the former president's expectations.
That whole thing is a mess. Don't get me started on that platform. But one thing that'd be interesting is I do wonder if Elon Musk literally just wanted to buy a bunch of Twitter stock, make everyone put Trump back on the platform, and then just like sit on the stock as the value skyrockets. Because the reason why it plummeted was because they kicked Trump off.
Patients are concerned, to be sure, but either way, the question is correct. Does Twitter censor certain content that is deemed negative towards Democrats or liberals, and something that conservatives obviously have a problem with? Of course, we saw it with Hunter Biden. We've talked about it many times, censoring that story right before the 2020 election, making sure that it didn't get out, locking down accounts, all these things. Elon Musk was sitting back and watching and probably saying, no, this is wrong. It doesn't matter if it's happened to Democrats or Republicans, and it mostly happens to Republicans. This sort of censorship can't continue anymore. And now we'll have to see what sort of fundamental changes happen as a result of Elon Musk being the big power player for this social media giant.
Yeah, I mean, Ryan, we're going to know soon enough. Twitter is appointing Musk to the board as a Class 2 director, with the term expiring at the company's.
Also, one thing that's interesting is like how many Class 2 directors are there, because then that'll determine like how evenly his power is split in the company.
Annual meeting. So 2024 annual meeting is coming, and we'll know in the coming months what Elon Musk's intentions are here. But this was the topic of conversation on trading desks yesterday.
And that's one thing too. Like, I hope that he comes out soon and says like what it is he actually wants to do, instead of just like sitting on it and like dragging people out.
Where he's
or stringing people along. I feel like he does that with Tesla a lot.
He gets activist, like Cheryl just suggested. Your thoughts, Ryan?
Yeah, I don't think this is an investment. I mean, Twitter's a terrible stock. I mean, it trades at 55 times forward earnings. I mean,
but he doesn't understand, if he makes changes to Twitter and it increases its value for the users, then the price will rise and it'll come back up again. You buy bad stocks intentionally. You don't buy things as they rise. That's a terrible strategy. Everyone who's invested is told this, and they always say, "Oh yeah, I'm gonna buy low and sell high," but they don't do that.
Same price it was in 2014.
Like, show me one person who always buys in the red and always sells in the green.
I think this is bona fide. This is just a fight for freedom of speech. Let's be real here. We're gonna turn Twitter into Rumble. No, but in all seriousness, I think
I honestly think that Tesla that Musk just wants money. Like, I don't know if he would do more for Twitter than just put Trump back. Honestly, because that's the singular thing that would like really increase the value of Twitter.
Bottom line is what I love about Musk is I love his flip-it attitude. I love his libertarian views, and I love the fact he loves to push politicians' buttons, everyone's buttons, and I think this is, really a fight against cancel culture, and I think, cancel culture, the pendulum's starting to swing here. We saw that with...
And this is why, why you gotta politicize everything? A rich man bought stock. Why does it have to be political? I mean, sure, he's talking about these like political touch points, but that's only because he wants to maximize the value of Twitter. I don't think he has any vested cultural or political interest in how Twitter runs its platform. Not everything is that deep. It's kind of a shallow take there. It's like Daily Wire levels of shallow.
Joe Rogan. They really couldn't cancel him when they tried to recently on Spotify. And now I think Musk taking over, and I think absolutely, I mean, we could see the re-platform of our former president, which would be very symbolic in the fight against cancel culture. I think it's awesome.
That's true.
I'm a huge Musk fan, and I do think this is a big win for freedom of speech. And I do think he's going to take a powerful role here in transforming it into a better free speech platform.
Yeah, I mean, this could really, as the Wall Street Journal is reporting this morning, set the stage for a new fight with the Securities and Exchange Commission. Ryan, you say you love the way Musk handles himself. Well, he disclosed the 9.2% holdings in a form investors are required to file when they buy more than 5% of the stock. But again, we learned about it on Twitter. The notice came several days later. The Journal writes that it also did not include a standard certification that underscores an investor's passive stance. The Journal writing about this right now.
One thing, it looks like she's broadcasting it on a green screen, and I feel like the studios used to be really nice. I hate how COVID rules have like basically degraded like all of like the beauty out of like most TV sets. Like this TV set is fine.
So many conservatives have looked at the anti-conservative bias.
Shut up, video.
Mr. Pizza.
Quiet.
Said in the chat. Yeah, newbie is still live.
Yeah, I'm currently complaining about how COVID has completely destroyed like all of the beauty in like broadcast and reporting sets. And I'm gonna give you like my favorite example of this. Okay, so FS1 has this show called First Things First, right? And this is the show. It's the second of the flagship shows that air, the flagship talk shows that air on the channel. The first one being actually a TMZ show. Let's see. Is this? Because I want to double check and make sure.
Did I ever tell?
Okay, hold on. So this is like what the thing looks like now, but let me show you what the show looked like before. And honestly, I think there's no excuse for them setting it up the way that they have, except like they are not putting money onto the platform anymore, and it's kind of sad. Okay, so here is what the studio used to look like. This used to be a beautiful studio. Watch this. And this is 2017, years ago. But the set used to be amazing for the show. Like, look at this. This literally looks like the ESPN, the old ESPN First Take set. Look at this. You have the beautiful glass table.
I'm just saying, and you can check the dates.
You have like he's very obviously there. You have
I guarantee
everyone in studio.
Would rather be on TV where Nick Wright is.
That's the truth. And if you see that, it says August 23rd.
Like everything works smoothly and well, and the conversation flows naturally. Now, this is what it looks like now.
Did I ever tell you I once lived in Kansas?
You got all these awkward pauses, everybody in corners, very clearly in separate rooms, in front of green screens, just talking into a camera.
Just joking, but
and not just the resolution, but this just looks bad.
That the North
It
Carolina
doesn't work as well.
Forever remember.
Excuse me, it's just not good. Like, let me see, is there anyone who's in studio with each other at all in here? Like, hold on, let me see. What about this dude?
Took it.
I mean, they kind of gave it away.
No, I think they're all in front of green screens. This is just bad. It's terrible. It's really, really awful. I'm glad that for most shows, Fox News didn't do that, but it looks like they did it with the Maria Bartiromo show. That's kind of sad.
Are you on Twitter? There's a possibility you are not, because so many conservatives have looked at the anti-conservative bias that Twitter has exhibited very clearly over the last couple of years.
I told you guys this would be opinionated.
I'm not going to get on it. But you might want to change your mind if something happens, because yesterday on this show we announced that Elon Musk bought a little less than 10% of Twitter. And so now the question...
Also, I will say, I don't like this take of like, hey, if Elon Musk makes changes, go back to Twitter. No, don't go back to Twitter. Twitter's looking out for Twitter. You're not looking out for like the interests of the users. So exactly what I was saying, Elon Musk doesn't really have a vested interest in Twitter being a free speech platform, just Twitter maximizing its value. I don't think he cares about it actually supporting free speech.
Will Elon Musk make it more mainstream, more down the middle, less to the left?
Well, he tweeted out, he said, do you want an edit button? And then he attached yes or no, his own little survey here. And I would say conservatives would say no, we don't.
Dang, that's 2.3 million votes. I didn't even notice that at
We
first.
don't want to be censored. But Twitter is known for censoring certain stories, and they're known for shutting you down if you're a conservative. So I'm sure this really freaked Twitter out.
Well,
right?
the whole idea behind an edit button, and Jack Dorsey has said as recently as 2020, he said we'll never have that, is that if you do a tweet and you
By the way, it's been a long-standing debate about whether or not Twitter should have an edit button.
spell something, you can't fix
Like on Instagram, you can edit your post after you post it.
But
Yeah, on Twitter, it's done.
Twitter made very sure that you couldn't do that. In fact, the CEO, after he tweeted that out, said, he went on Twitter and he said, the consequences of this poll will be very important. Please vote carefully.
That's interesting. Parag Agrawal. That name sounds super familiar. Hold on. Who is Parag Agrawal? Is he the new CEO? Bruh, he's the new CEO. What? And he's radical, if I remember correctly. He wants to call for more censorship. So it's really interesting that he's essentially saying Twitter will do whatever Elon Musk's followers want it to do.
Would you remember that's exactly what Elon Musk said about a week ago when he tweeted, do you feel like this is a place where free speech is stifled? And it was a 70-30, 70% of people who answered his poll said that it was. And he said, please answer carefully. This poll is important. Turns out shortly after that, he went and bought the largest stake in Twitter.
He owns 9.2%. It's worth $3.5 billion.
Elon Musk is going to be the president of the United States eventually.
Now, and then Twitter stock surged 30% because of this. You know, he's an inventor, and he recognizes.
Dude, this guy is going to be. I am going to put this out here. I am going to say this. And I'm in my right mind. I'm not drinking Clorox. I'm gonna say this. Okay, Elon Musk is going to be president of the United States eventually. He's going to be the second African American president.
Is that free speech is under assault, and he put his money where his mouth is. And he has enough money to take over this platform if he wanted to. And I don't see him as someone who would want to censor. So I'm sure a lot of people are worried about this. But the question is, do you want these platforms that offer free speech? And even if that means it's speech you don't like. But he's been a patriot, don't you? I mean, he owns this electric car company. All the left should love
I will say this. Elon Musk is like a master at inflating stock prices. Tesla shouldn't be worth as much as it's worth. So, him being here is going to be good for stockholders, regardless of whatever happens.
And they don't, because he's actually producing something that they're in favor of, these electric cars to get us away from oil and gas independence.
And where did he move?
Or dependency.
Where did he move the company? He moved it to Texas.
Texas, yep.
Right, but and he was so brave. He said that extraordinary times call for extraordinary measures. We need to be producing more oil and gas, even though that's going to hurt his bottom line. He was a patriot, saying our gas prices have gone so high, people can't afford electric cars yet. We don't have enough of them yet. So in the meantime, we need to produce more oil and gas.
Well, he's been a critic of Joe Biden's. He moved to Texas.
I mean, who hasn't been a critic of Joe Biden's though?
Because he.
I mean, we're literally at the point where MSNBC and CNN are both anti Joe Biden.
Does not like all the red tape of California and the high taxes, and there are no state taxes there as well. You know what? The reaction from Republicans was immediate. A number of Republicans, including Representative Lance Gooden, says he hopes Musk will protect free speech. He said the fact that the world's richest man chose to buy outright Twitter rather than develop a new platform shows Twitter's monopoly power. I'm glad Elon Musk is stepping up to protect free speech, but Congress must act to put the rest of big tech in their place. You know,
the rest of big tech, but why not Twitter? Because they're gonna do what you want. See, no, man, I'm not about that life. And they're completely right. Twitter's a monopoly, but also they're sort of playing into that by telling conservatives, "Hey, yo, join Twitter because Elon Musk's there." That like directly is like reinforcing Twitter's status as a monopoly in the social media space.
bring Twitter to the middle of the road, but what about the other stuff? What about Google? What about all that stuff?
Well, last night, Tucker made a point saying Elon Musk may have bought the largest share of Twitter, but he's also put a big old target on his back. And here's what Tucker said. Listen.
Let's be very clear. This is not a business transaction. It's much bigger than that. Elon Musk is a massive threat to the way things are. So, by definition, it will not be long before they are calling him a racist. You can mark your calendar. Tonight, there are Democratic
people were calling him a transphobe this morning.
Studying everything Elon Musk has ever said in public. They're preparing one of the nastiest campaigns of character assassination in memory. They have no choice but to do this. Restoring free speech to Twitter is the greatest possible threat to the people in charge. They have to control the information. If they don't, they fall.
It's a great point. It's not that Elon Musk is a conservative.
They're overestimating the effect that Elon Musk is going to have on the platform.
Right. And that's what used to be, Twitter used to be an open field of free thought. Right. And now the blue check marks like groupthink, leftists police that thought, and the corporate types at Twitter have been happy to enforce it. They pushed off Donald Trump. They pushed off a lot of conservatives. If he were to open that up, it opens up the conversation in America. And even if you're not on Twitter, it means that that conversation, at the very least, is more even-handed, which was the point to begin with.
Right. You know, there are a lot of observers in that space that say he's expected to use his block of shares to influence the company to a more open model with fewer content moderation measures. I think you, Pete, have been blocked by Twitter.
Yeah.
The former president of the United States, it looks like indefinitely blocked on Twitter. I think it was Kellyanne Conway. No, it was not. It was Monica Crowley yesterday who wondered, she's former Treasury official, friend of this show. She wondered if Elon Musk would help unfreeze Donald Trump's account, given the fact that if you really want all the opinions out there, she argues, you probably should let the former president come back to Twitter.
We'll see. We'll see. It's very exciting, though, for people who are sick of all the censorship.
You're right, but the left has determined that speech is violence. You know, that's their argument on so many of these things. So if he attempted to bring Donald Trump back, which he should, the target gets even bigger on his back.
But
yeah, that's true.
Imagine you work at Twitter, right? And you're a super lefty, and you wake up and Elon Musk now owns 4 times more stock than Jack Dorsey, who started the company.
What?
And you think,
I did not know that. That's insane. And maybe that's why people are getting crazy, but like, remember, this dude only owns like 10%. He doesn't own like 60%. He's not going to be able to just like be like, hey, do this. And the company's going to be like, okay. Now, Parag Agrawal did indicate that this might be the case in that tweet that they showed earlier. So I don't know, but it's more about the influence he has over Parag Agrawal than the amount of stock he has, in my opinion. I'm interested to see what he does with his like level 2 position or whatever on the board as well. That'll be interesting.
oh, he's going to put us more in the center. If you work at Twitter, what are you thinking today?
Well, it depends on, I guess, what your politics are.
You should be happy about it, but no, you're not.
I'm Steve Doocy.
Yeah, I don't know. I will say I think that Fox News is a vested interest in Twitter staying the same. Just with Trump there. No, just like Twitter does, I think. Because if Twitter doesn't make any changes except putting Trump back on the platform, then you have the content farm that is the Trump outrage machine, which is Trump said something innocuous, the people on the left outrage, and then you have content that just reacts to that, and Fox News could jump on that, CNN could jump on that, MSNBC could jump on that. There's so much value that brings to all the other platforms, in all the other content creators, which I guess Fox News and CNN and NBC are actually at their core content creators. But I don't know, like, it's a lot more in their interest for Trump to be allowed to be on there than for it to have like complete free speech. Because I don't know how much value that adds to what Fox News wants to do. And I don't know if that will have a net positive impact on Twitter, honestly. Because you're going to see a wave of advertisers leave the platform if they do go to a truly free speech model. Okay, here we go. We got this clip from CNN here. Well, this is actually not CNN. This is posted, I believe, by GOP War Room, right? Yeah, called CNN reports on Biden's border crisis. Quote, record-breaking and staggering, which I didn't even know. I've been following
This
the
morning,
border
U.S.
crisis.
officials are scrambling to prepare for a record-breaking surge of migrants attempting to cross the U.S.-Mexico border this spring. In a CNN exclusive
Well, they're not calling
interview,
it a
the
migrant
chief
crisis.
of Border Patrol says
Border
he is
crisis.
bracing for a staggering 8,000 apprehensions a day. CNN's Priscilla Alvarez joins me now on this story. That is a huge number.
It's not just a big number, but the Border Patrol Chief, Raul Ortiz, told me that that is the norm that he is expecting over the next 30 to 45 days. So there's a
That's
couple
insane.
reasons why the concern is right now. Number one, typically border arrests go up in the warmer months, and we're heading into the spring, so we're already starting to see that happen. Number two, we are waiting for a decision on a Trump-era pandemic emergency rule. What that rule did was allow authorities to turn people away at the border. We are waiting next week for a CDC.
Well, did they not do that before? You're acting like it's a new policy. Oh, because of COVID, we're going to have to tell some people they can't come into the country. Brand new rule, guys.
decision whether that stays in effect. If it doesn't, that means we go back to the traditional protocols, which would be releasing migrants, sometimes monitoring them when that happens, detaining them, or removing them if they don't have an asylum claim. But that takes processing, that takes time. And so what the Border Patrol has had to do is prepare for the event that there will be many more people coming in the next few weeks. And they are already, by the way, Brianna, over capacity. This week they had 16,000
Also, are they
people
saying
in
that this is a bad thing that migrants are coming over? Because that's interesting and that's new. That's new for CNN.
custody in their facilities.
That's new for CNN. Because they've always been like pro-immigration. But I guess now that they know that, like, you know, some of these immigrants actually don't like socialism, maybe they're a little bit more wary than they used to be. All right, last video to review before I start playing Minecraft. This is pretty. This will be a quick video, I think. 40 seconds long. So we'll see how long I can go on this one. But here we go.
One of her events, the 200-yard freestyle, she tied for 5th with Leah Thomas, who's been in the spotlight as a prominent athlete. She won the national title in a separate event. She's also transgender. Gaines said she felt she wasn't going in on a level playing field and said she already felt defeated going into the championships.
It is a bit, you know, kind of like a defeating feeling, for sure, going into a meet where you're kind of automatically put at a disadvantage. Having a transgender swimmer win a national title for a female position, being a biological male, really just opens a whole, you know, new door.
Yeah, that's true. That's true. I think that a lot of people going into female sports do it with the intention of competing against other biological females, and, you know, playing against biological males is not something that they considered or something that they really necessarily wanted to do. So a lot of that frustration is warranted and completely understandable. Give me 1 second, because I need to go grab a cable for my for this thing, because the Bluetooth on my laptop died. So I need to go get a cable for that. You know, I'll be right back. And hopefully I can find a cable that works. Also, I should go into the Discord of the Carr 3 server. By the way, if you guys have been missing the old my streams and are looking for like content similar to that, I forget his name. But there's a guy who like streams like while playing with the guys in Carr 3. So if you guys want to see more content like that, definitely check his channel out. Hold on, I'm gonna go look up his channel, because I forget what it's called. Yeah, no, I forget what his channel is called. Yeah, why didn't he change his name back? I think it's like no, what's it called? Man, I don't know. I feel like I should remember his name. I know I used to know it too. Because I just don't anymore. Because also he was like streaming like 2 days ago. And I saw a notification on YouTube. But
Mr. Pizza.
Yeah, I don't know.
Said in the chat. Yo newbie, guess what? I gave new life to my slow laptop. I installed a custom OS being Atlas OS. It takes all the unscary Windows stuff out and overall makes it easier to run on lower end systems.
Atlas OS? That's cool. Is that on Linux? Linux is fire. Let's see. Boom. Throwing it out the Discord, so hopefully somebody decides that they want
Pizza
to join in.
Said in the chat. Nope, Atlas OS is Windows 10 Home, but without all the bullcrap.
That's weird. I have trouble believing that exists, to be honest. Like, Windows 10 is free? I don't know. But this controller isn't really working that well. I think the cable's not great, is the problem.
Mr. Pizza.
It's been way too long since I played.
Said in the chat. It's running on my laptop. It works perfectly.
Atlas OS? I've literally never heard of this before. There we go. Okay. Yeah, the controller's working then. And if it unplugs, then if it unplugs or like stops working, then I'll just have to mess around with it a little bit. Oh, apparently it is. Apparently it is Windows. That's interesting.
You streaming?
Oh, hey. Yeah.
Okay. Don't worry, I'm not credit camming right now.
Oh, yeah? Okay.
I saw the wheels turning.
Yeah. So you'll be fine. So you'll be fine to be on the credit cam. Is that what you're saying?
I'm saying you don't need to have it on right now.
Oh, okay. Oh goodness. All right, let's get back and active on the server because I have not. It's been way too long since I've been on the server.
Mr. Pizza said in the chat. Yeah, the boot times are so much faster. It makes it feel like the laptop is running off an SSD and not a slow hard drive.
Okay, it seems
Even though
cool.
My laptop has a slow hard drive.
Okay, here's my pause. It seems cool, but it just sounds like it should be illegal. Yeah, why is Atlas? I don't understand how Atlas is like allowed to exist because it seems like it actually is Windows. Okay, let's see. So I'm still over here. The big thing that I needed was more cobble. I think I'm out of cobble, right? Yeah, I'm out of cobble. Let's see here. I mean, I could definitely use some torches here too. I was thinking to figure out how to get back to where I came from. because I forgot where the little passageway is that I came from. So there's that little inconvenience. Oh no, it's right here. Okay. Well, this will make it easier for me to find, because I often get tripped up with this. I often have trouble.
Mr. Pizza said in the chat. Atlas OS removes all the bloatware off Windows 10. It removes the feature that forces you to make a Microsoft account. And it reduces stress on the CPU. And it makes it better for gaming.
Wait, so does it not...
DJLL Reacts said in the chat.
Relaxing time.
Oh, you're talking about Minecraft? Yeah. So, wait, so you're saying that it's not... So is it not an actual operating system? So it sounds like what you're saying is that it's not an actual operating system. It just removes stuff from the actual operating system. Die! Come on, even freaking thing. Okay, there we go.
Mr. Pizza said in the chat. I can hop into the voice chat and explain it better to you.
Nah, I'm in the voice chat for the server right now, the Discord server. Or no, the Minecraft server. Sorry, the Carr 3 SMP. Interesting. I'm definitely hearing some skeletons in this. But one thing now I think about it is, I could just come over here and get some cobble. Why did I go so far away? I literally should just be going over here and getting cobble. I mean, I guess I do need some more torches, but... Because do I not have any... I think it might be out of torches. Yeah, I'm out of torches.
Mr. Pizza said in the chat. Atlas OS is an operating system. It's just Windows 10 but better for gaming on lower-end systems.
But how is that legal? Because, like, Windows 10 is proprietary. Which basically means it's a copyrighted operating system that you're not supposed to be able to just, like, copy and, like, release, like, on your own. So it just sounds to me like something that should be illegal because of how copyright works.
Ism said in the chat.
Not that what's being made is not that what's being made is bad, but just like it seems illegal. Because it sounds like the platform itself is actually really, really good. Like, Atlas sounds super cool, although I would take Linux over Atlas still, based on what I'm hearing. Because I'm sure that Linux is lighter. Like, what? Like, one thing is, Mr. Pizza, tell me, what does it idle at? Because Linux, you know, if you get the right distro, it can idle literally at like 100
Mr.
megabytes.
Pizza said in the chat. I don't care if it's legal or illegal. I like it. Finally, I don't have to wait 20 minutes to use my laptop. It operates fast.
I mean, honestly, I appreciate the honest take there.
Said in the chat. What's illegal?
I think I'm musing that Atlas OS should be illegal because it's basically, from how Mr. Pizza is describing, an operating system that is Windows but like changed and also just like released for free. And since Windows is like proprietary software and copyrighted, you shouldn't technically be allowed to just make your own versions of Windows.
Mr. Pizza said in the chat. Atlas OS isn't illegal.
But how is it not illegal though? Like that's one thing I've been wanting to know. Like, Windows is proprietary. Like, it does have copyright protections. You know, it's like...
Said in the chat. Mr. Pizza has pirated over $200 of games, though.
Yeah, I mean, based on what he said, like, it sounds like he doesn't think that piracy is a big deal, but I'm just wondering how it is legal, because for like something like that to have a website like that be available on GitHub, people talking about it on Reddit, and it's not like taken down, even though people know that it's like basically just like Linux Lite, or not Linux Lite, Windows Lite, like it has to be legal somehow. I just want to know how.
Mr. Pizza said in the chat, Windows 10 is already free mod, dude. You can upgrade to Windows 10 free. They literally give you a tool to make a USB boot drive of it free.
That's true, but it may be free, but I think that the issue is because of the copyright, you shouldn't be able to modify it. Like, you can share it because they say you can, but I don't know that you can legally just like change it and be like, here y'all, this is like my Windows, like have my Windows. But you do have a point there. Like, it's very clear that they don't care about other people, like, you don't care about people getting it for free, so maybe they don't care about people making their own free, like, modifications of it. Maybe that's, like, the loophole. Not that it doesn't break copyright, but just that, like, they don't care.
Said in the chat, I've looked into it, and it's so complicated. They say you won't get in trouble for it, the distributors do, but the distributors apparently don't get caught because everyone knows they do it.
That's so weird. That's super weird. Alright, I think I got all of the cobble that I need for now. So let's get back on this, boys. Is that an iron ingot? Dude. Dude. That's more ingots, dude. I definitely need more ingots. Now, hold on here. Let's see. I know what I can do.
Mr. Pizza said in the chat, You newbie, I sent the link in the Discord if you want to read about what it is for a better understanding.
Yeah, but although I am playing Minecraft right now, but I'll definitely go through it.
I haven't
and, like,
played
check it out.
Minecraft in SOS long.
Yeah, Minecraft is awesome. I honestly, like, same. Like, I haven't played Minecraft in a while. That's one reason I've been excited to, like, hop back onto it and stream.
We do need to play Phantom Forces sometime together. The FPS.
Yes. Wait, how big is Phantom Forces?
Remember, it's as big as Roblox would be.
Ah, yes. Now I see how big Roblox is.
Because I downloaded it.
Ah.
Well, I guess when I got the slap. But...
Yeah, it all depends on how big Roblox
Said
is.
in the chat, we should play creative mode sometime.
Oh my gosh,
Mr. Pizza said in the chat, Newbie, if you want, at the end of the stream, you could check it out.
Maybe at the end of the stream, I'm going to be going to work, though. Because I got work after this. Yeah, do any of you guys play Roblox? Do you guys know how big Roblox is? I think I have 3 gigabytes free on my computer right now.
Mr. Pizza.
Well, you said it will
said
fit?
in the chat. Oof.
Huh. Yeah, that is a noof. You guys are right.
DJLL Reacts said in the chat, yes.
That's weird. So it sounds like from what you guys were saying about Atlas,
said in the chat,
it's illegal and they know.
My first ever series was a Roblox series. We make like 17 episodes of it.
Gosh. Well, Phantom Forces sounds like it's fun. The way that Craig described it, it's like basically an amalgamation of like a bunch of different like popular FPS games. More or less.
Roblox recommends you have at least
Reacts.
20 megabytes of
Said in the
system
chat.
storage to install Roblox.
20
Watch a
megabytes?
movie tonight if I can get my
I can
charger
do that.
working.
Yeah. That's nothing.
Yeah. I wonder how they got it to be so low.
Said in the chat.
Huh, but another thing
Phantom
says
Forces
Roblox
on
recommends you have at
Roblox
least
is
1
so
gigabyte.
good, you don't even
memory,
feel
not
like you're
Windows.
playing Roblox.
Oh, memory. What about like storage?
Yeah, it's 20 megabytes of system storage. Well, because remember, you're never downloading a game from Roblox.
Oh.
It's all running online. It's just the launcher for the game.
Mr.
Ah, that makes sense.
Said in the chat.
Because they're all
Atlas OS is
fan-made
use on a
games.
laptop
Roblox is
over
making
any
games.
Windows OS. Windows 10 and 11 just operate so
Fans
slow
not
on hard
Roblox.
drives because of all
Yeah, I
the
don't know what you
bloatware.
mean, though.
So yeah, it should download super quick.
Yeah. That's cool. That's cool. Yeah, I'll have to check it out then.
Yeah.
Mr. Pizza.
It can be very competitive.
Said in the chat.
Yeah, I
Is it
think,
wanna
yeah,
play
that should be a
Phantom
blast.
Forces for episode 17 of the Roblox series.
Wait, you guys have played Phantom Forces too?
Oh, dude, yes.
Oh, that's cool.
Oh, they have?
In 15
One
minutes,
person in the chat
I
has.
finally get to talk to my therapist after more than a month.
Ooh, that's cool. But like, yeah, I mean, how often do you guys usually talk? Because that can definitely suck. Like having to go so long without, if you guys do that regularly, or typically do that regularly. Oh my gosh, I think I'm stuck in another let's see, rabbit hole of mining again, which I tend to do. I was just hoping to get some building and crafting in. Well, not crafting, but yeah, definitely some building in. I guess that's not happening today, boys. Oh, come on.
Ism. Said in the chat. I like my therapist. I've had the same one for more than 5 years.
That's good. Yeah, it's good if you're going to get a therapy, it's important to have like have one that's good and have one that you like. Those are big pluses, I hear. Alrighty, go down and get this XP. Go out. I think I mined everything I need to mine here, so. You get out of here. And go back to building some stuff.
Said in the
Oh, wait,
chat.
no.
My therapist switches every time.
Oh, why is that?
Said in the chat. Amar Payton, have you talked about Soylent on the stream yet?
Oh! I did very briefly earlier on, and when I before I go to work, I'm gonna talk about it a little bit. But yes, I have. If you guys watch my vlog channel,
said in the chat.
I have been trying it.
It's funny now how I choose Atlas OS over Windows 11. It's just so much better. It turned my snail laptop into a fast beast.
Yeah, I don't think I'll ever.
JLL reacts. Said in the chat.
Legal name card.
Like whenever I get like a new computer, so like I got a new computer because my girlfriend gave me like her old one and put Linux on it.
Said in the chat.
I am in Meridian, so have fun.
Like Windows programs are cool.
Ism. Said in the chat.
But it's so bloated
He's
now.
an adult that's chill.
Wait, what? What? I'm confused. What did you guys say? What's chill? I'm very confused. You guys, why are you guys talking about my age? That's kind of that's weird. And it would be creepy if it was the other way around. It it would be y'all Robson, rightly so.
Said in the chat. I am an adult, it's true though. Mr.
Yeah, me
Pizza
too.
said in the chat. No, it'd be creepy if CWB was doing it.
It'd be weird if I was doing it too. It's weird like if he would be doing it for the same reason that like I'm doing it. Like he's just like a grown like adult dude. Why would he be asking little kids what their age is?
No, I mean it's okay to use your name because it's not like some CWB type is gonna find you.
Oh, that's true. I mean, it's also not like I'm actually like doing anything bad.
Said in the chat.
I am the only teen here.
But anyways, you guys were asking about the Soylent. Yes, I did have the Soylent. The Soylent is good. I've only had one of the flavors though.
Lennox
said
in the chat. Me too, lol.
Yeah, I've tried the Soylent. It's good. I have one review up on my vlog channel. Go check that out if you want to see my like basically taste review.
I mean, I'm still kind of a teen because 19 has the word teen in it.
Well, yeah. If you're 19, you're a teen.
Mr.
Dude.
Pizza said in the chat. Holy shit, Lennoxo.
Yeah, if you're 19, you're a teen. That is literally how it works. Like quite literally.
Mr. Pizza said in the chat. Once you're 18, you're a legal adult.
That's true, but you're still a teen. But yeah, like I was saying about Soylent, it's been good. It's been good. I will have I'll do a retrospective review video.
I am 17 too.
I'll do a retrospective review video because I basically only like did a video that shows off like what the experience of trying Soylent for the first time is like, but not like how it makes you feel afterwards. But the basics are I sipped it slowly over the course of like a little over an hour, and it did not give me any like sort of like diarrhea or issues like that like some people were complaining. I did hear that only happens if you don't sip it slowly. If you don't sip it slowly and like guzzle it instead. So that is most likely a big factor in it.
Mr. Pizza said in the chat. The downside of being 18, you lose a lot of benefits. The upside, you can bang anybody 18 or older.
That's true. So the question is like, do the pros, you know, does that like outweigh the cons for you? But yes, being 18 does like open up your options there. But it depends. Like, I mean, it all depends on your ethics and your goals in life too. So like, for me, you know, like being a Christian, turning 18, I wasn't like, oh yeah, now I can have like sex with like legal adults. Like that was not my mind frame going into being 18. It was more like out of anything, just being like, oh yeah, I'm 18 now.
Mr. Pizza isn't gonna bang anyone anytime soon.
Y'all mean. Y'all are savage. You didn't have to do him like that though. But I mean, honestly, like neither am I. So I mean, it's not necessarily anything to be ashamed of. But I'm just saying y'all be mean to each other. That's all. that's all I'm saying.
Ism said in the chat. I'm saving myself for marriage.
Yeah, I mean, honestly, same,
DJLL
dude.
reacts. Said in the chat.
We are virgins here.
Mr. Pizza said in the chat. No, it's true though. The STDs are getting pretty bad, so I don't want to risk it.
Okay, hold on. I
said in the chat.
You're not wrong.
If Mr. Pizza were to bang someone, he would ban energy drink.
Okay. Okay, hold on. Okay.
Said in the chat.
Well, I mean, you're not.
Unless she's a celebrity, I'd hit that.
Okay, hold on. While you're.
So, said in the chat.
Bang energy drink.
That's good. That's good. Okay, hold on. Well, you guys aren't wrong. I think just like the way that you guys said, like, the way you guys put in the chat, we are virgins here. And then also, like, the way that TTS read it out just made it seem like super cringe. Not saying there's anything wrong with what you said, but it's just a hilarious moment. We are merchants here. Okay, yes, this is true. True. Virgin Gang unite. But still, like, I don't know, there's something about how it was written, worded, and read. Priceless. Absolutely priceless.
Mr. Pizza said in the chat, I ain't losing my V card to some STD-filled women, no thanks.
Yes, no, you gotta listen to the STD-filled man. That's the way to go. I'm making fun of your specificity here. You're making it seem like I'm
said in the chat. My mom.
I'm making fun of your specificity there, because the way that it can be interpreted is like, I'm not saving myself for marriage. I'm saving myself for someone who doesn't have STDs, or someone who has STDs but is not a woman.
Note a newbie expresses gayness.
Expresses what?
Mr. Pizza said in the chat, newbie gonna get taken out of context, lol.
Yo, I've said it before and I've said it again, I'm always out of context. But honestly though, it's so fun to see what you guys do with my my content. And it's sometimes cringe inducing. You know, I'm just not saying what I was thinking about saying there. Specifically because of that.
Mr. Pizza
Actually, I had a better word
said in the chat, YTP, not a newbie expresses gayness. Someone needs to make it.
No. What? I literally did not.
Said in the chat.
What the heck is wrong with you
I need
guys?
to make note of newbie content. I recently made Mr. Pizza videos, but only when he says good, OMG, and disturbing part 2.
That's true. I mean, if you want to like be like an actual like main editor for the Clips channel, I'd be 100% down with that. Because I do need more editors. Because I'm also not sure how consistently the editors I do have will be at making content for the Clips channel. I know I probably won't be able to be super consistent with it. Which is one reason why I'm doling out content like, you know, scheduling them out and spreading them out across a week. You know, making the content isn't hard, but finding the time and energy to make the clips is like the hardest part, really. But figuring out that like
Mr.
the format I was thinking of doing is probably not the format I'll be going with.
If I make not a newbie YTP, it would be titled YTP, not a newbie expresses gayness. It'd be a hilarious YTP.
Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh. Yes, I'm sure you would. You guys are insane, though. Like, the way that you guys, like, just edit my content into something, like, incredibly zany and, like, off the walls it is a literal art. Making not a newbie YTPs is literally an art form. And I admire, like, people who can do that well.
Said in the chat, I'd call my therapist now. Lennoxo.
Why? Because of the YTPs?
Don't cancel not a newbie like that, LLOL.
Mr. Pizza said in the chat,
dude,
making
if I can't...
YTP is not hard.
Dude, if I'm not gonna be canceled for eating soy, then I'm not gonna be canceled for being gay. I'm not that I'm gay, but I'm just saying, like, you can't like say that I'm gay and then be like, oh, that'll make him be canceled. Like, it won't be.
Not a newbie out of context compilation.
Honestly, if anything was gonna cancel me, it would have been like reacting to the news and YTPs when like the whole purpose of this channel was to stream Minecraft. Like, yo, remember when I used to stream, like, literally only Minecraft and nothing else? That wasn't even that long ago, I don't think. Although, it's been insane to think, okay? Like, okay. Guys, I have been streaming consistently, and I say, like, the current iteration of my streams with this
Mr.
channel,
Pizza said in the
I
chat,
say that started last summer.
I'm so glad we got newbie into YTP
I have
reactions.
been... Me too, honestly. But I have been streaming consistently, like, for almost a year. Like, it'll be a year, like, this, like, summer break coming up. I've been streaming consistently. And, you know, I've been streaming off and on for several years. But when it comes to, like, being actually consistent, I think I've streamed, like, at least once a week. Or at least once every 2 weeks. For the past year. And it's been a really crazy and incredible and very fun journey. And I'm surprised that I've gotten, you know, what little meager success that I've gotten so far. And also, I'm surprised that I've improved so much as a broadcaster and as a streamer. Being able to just,
Mr.
like,
Pizza
be versatile enough to just
I wish we
weave.
could get newbie to stream daily. That would be the best thing ever.
Yeah. I mean, it's been crazy, like, to be able to find out how to stream various types of content, and just weave in and out between all the different styles. And I feel like I figured out how to do that somewhat seamlessly, and, you know, figuring out how, as I learn new, like, types of content to create, how to perfect, not just do that craft, because that's one thing, but then, like, figure out how to perfect that, and then, like, form my own style and also do better while simultaneously taking notes from other content creators and figuring out what works for them and then figuring out if that will work for me. And then doing my own unique things when, like, models that other people do just don't fit what I do or me or make sense. That entire process is very, very fun. And then moving more into the content creation space, making clips and things, getting back into making vlogs, and then tying that into the streams. All of that has been really, really fun. And more to your comment there, chat. You know, in the summer, I do plan on going back to streaming once a night. You know, I gotta figure that out with a new studio that I have because my grades are not as good as my siblings. I have to figure out, like, how to do that without the noise being too much for, like, the other people who are on the same floor. But I am going to be doing some form of streaming most nights, late at night again, and that's gonna be really fun.
The money, you gotta get a solid gaming setup. If you need, when the time comes, I could help you pick stuff out, as I'm good with PC specs.
Oh, nice! I'm pretty good with specs with PCs. I've just never built one from scratch. And maybe, you know, if Avery my brother Avery would be down to do that. You know, he's kind of he's like beefing with me right now for some reason. But if he decides to stop doing that, I would love to build a PC with him. Especially since he's built a computer already, he already has that experience. And it'd be really great to, like, have my own PC that I've built myself.
Lily Lawler said in the chat, hee hee.
Okay. He to you too. What am I supposed to say to that, chat? Like, what am I supposed to... Okay, hold on, Lily Lawler, you tell me, how was I supposed to respond to that? Hee hee.
Lennoxo said in the chat, hee hee. DJLL reacts said in the chat,
that was me.
I figured.
Pizza
I know your name is Lily, so.
said in the chat, I highly recommend using PC Parts Picker. It allows you to select what you would want in your PC. It gives the price and tells you if the parts are compatible.
Ooh. Nice. Can you drop the link in the
Lily Lawler
in the Discord?
said in the
Or
chat.
no, in the live chat?
It's me, DJLL.
Nice. I figured it was you. But all like clones, all channels aside, it's been nice to see more people in the chat. I don't know what happened. But I feel like somehow the last stream that I did, where I let you guys take over, really like boosted the popularity of like my content, because that last video, that last VOD is like now like I think like the third or fourth like most popular video that I've ever posted on this channel, which is insane. And that's including two reels that not reels. That's including two what are they called? Two YouTube shorts that I have. And one of those has over 1,000 views, and the other one has over 700. Has like over 700 views. It's insane. I think I'm gonna have to be done for now with Minecraft. But and then I start streaming, and then like this new guy pops into the chat from the get-go, which is really cool. And then I go to the VOD, and people in the VODs are like, "Yo, you should stream or like just subscribed, or like just stream more often." It's like really, really cool.
DJLL
to get this level of support from this
said in the chat.
new people. Chain. It's very, very cool. He said hee hee chain. Hee hee. Hee hee. I don't know. But anyways, guys,
Mr. Pizza said in the chat. I dropped the links to both links in the Discord.
Oh, by the way, I completely forgot. I gotta do a video about
Mr.
the swim that I have.
Said in the chat. 1. To check out Atlas OS info and the PC part picker.
Yes. One thing I gotta do. Hold on, I'm gonna mute the
Blue Penguin Studios.
TSS from the chat. Oh, bye. Oh, hey Penguin. Hey, Blue Penguin Studios. What's up? Oh, excuse me. Nice to see you in the chat, my guy. I gotta talk about Soylent. But by the way, wait, did it connect to the? Oh, that's so weird. That's so weird because Bluetooth wasn't working on this computer before, but I guess it's working again. Because the Bluetooth had died. But that's really cool. It's back working again. I still need to get an adapter though. But anyways, I gotta talk about Soylent a little bit. So I have 3 more of these things. The next one I'm gonna drink is the dented one. I was gonna drink the dented one first, but I decided to drink the one that wasn't dented for the sake of the review. I don't want to review Soylent and then have like the review model be like dented. I don't know how this got dented, by the way. So that kind of surprised me. I think it's probably like my fault, but it's interesting nonetheless. So I have 3 more of these that I got to review. I have my own thoughts about this Soylent, which, you know, the initial thoughts are on the vlog. I'm going to be doing be doing a vlog that's a retrospective of how I felt after replacing one of my meals with Soylent. So I'll be talking about that. But basically, you can't see my face. But basically, the clip notes are going to be, it tastes fine, no gastrointestinal distress, really, after sipping it, not guzzling it. I sipped it over the course of like around like a little bit over an hour, maybe around an hour and a half. In the future, I think I'll probably end up shortening it to like an hour or so. But that's basically where I'm at with this. Also, some people have said that it does not make you feel full after you drink it. For me, it made me feel less hungry. I don't think full is the word I would use. Like, it does not make me feel full. It just makes me feel less hungry. And that feeling lasted about as long as like I would have had that sensation after drinking or eating a meal anyways. So we have that, but I think y'all did not know I have 2 other flavors here. I have 2 other flavors you guys know that I have two other flavors. If not, breaking news. I got strawberry. I'll be reviewing this one last because I think this is going to be the one that I'm going to like the most. So I have strawberry I'm going to review. And then I have vanilla. And this thing is interesting is I have the chocolate one. It tasted like chocolate milk. So I think that what they're going for is like basically this tastes like milk, but it's actually a meal. It'd be interesting to see like, getting Soylent. The two things I'm thinking about trying to do with Soylent eventually. One is getting, a bowl of cereal and using Soylent as the milk, seeing if that makes me feel less hungry. And like just because you have the sensation of actually eating. Oh my gosh, my tongue is blue because of this right here. But speaking of blue, there's some sort of cyan thing that's going on. Frick, I forgot. Hold on. It's frick. I forget. No, it's not cyan. What is it? Teal. Teal is a color to wear today because of oh yeah, here we go. Yeah, no, sorry. I'm why are you laughing? I'm trying to virtue signal here, man. What?
Well, you're doing a good job signaling.
Like, this is the thing. Nikki told me to do this.
You're making it worse for yourself.
That's true. Okay, so anyways, rape. Okay, but anyways, so today is the day, if you guys noticed a bunch of people like wearing teal. I'm wearing blue, and interestingly enough, drinking a blue drink while making my tongue blue. I don't necessarily have teal, but I think that blue is close. Let me see, let me pull up what teal looks like here. Kind of works, barely. But, if you see a bunch of people wearing teal today, it's because today is, it's called the SAAM Day of Action. I guess it's also known as Wear Teal Day. So the reason why people are doing this is because I guess this is the wrong Wear Teal Day. This is the teal day that I'm thinking of. So this is a day that is used by a lot of people to protest sexual assault and sexual violence. So a lot of people are wearing teal just to signify that they think that sexual assault and sexual violence are bad. And I think that that's bad, so I am wearing blue because I don't have teal. But yeah, a nice little fun fact there. In case you see people wearing teal, that's why. So actually, yeah, I forgot about this. The whole month is actually Sexual Assault Awareness Month. It's kind of sad because usually I would think that for like these like sort of like awareness type things, I would see more stuff about it on social media. Because I actually didn't see much about it. Like for a lot of the other awareness months, I see a lot of stuff on social media about it, but not a lot of stuff about it about this month, this year, which I found to be really weird. Like I thought it was weird. Like this is something that my girlfriend had to tell me before I even like knew about it.
I am wearing blue something close.
DJ said I'm wearing blue something close. That is close. So yeah, it's weird. I'm joking about it because like it is like kind of like virtue signaling. Like I shouldn't have to wear blue for you guys to know that I think rape is bad, but it is nice to have like an awareness month that like shines some light onto like the abuses and things that can go on and things that people do like have to suffer through. Actually, today, incidentally, there's like a publication on campus called the Cedarville Interpreter that wrote an article about an incident of sexual assault that had occurred So I don't have the link to that, but just look up like Cedarville Interpreter, and it's like their like most recent article right now.
It's a hard read.
It's a hard read.
It's really heavy stuff.
Yeah, I had tried starting to read it, and I was like, nah, fam. And I kind of dipped. I did appreciate that the beginning part of the article did have a summary though, so that you like kind of get the gist of the story. But even then, like that's all I could read.
Yeah.
So, yeah, I may read that eventually, but I feel like it's much for me. It's a bit much for me right now. But anyways, ending the stream talking about rape. But I think it's but I think it is like good to raise awareness for. So I didn't mean to mention that in the stream. I'm glad that I remembered to do that at the end here. But anyways, like that's the by the way, no, I was talking about Soylent and I completely lost my train of thought. Mr. Pizza said, is Soylent worth it? It depends on what you want the Soylent for. I'm using it as a meal replacement for meals that I miss ordinarily during the day, and just making sure that like I don't know, like it's not that I do end up getting those nutrients. So for me, yeah, it's worth it. Especially considering I think the 4-pack is $10 and the 1-pack is $3. $3 or $4. So basically it's cheaper to get a Soylent meal than it is to like go out to eat at like Burger King or even like McDonald's in some cases. So it's not like something that's like crazy expensive either. Also, it's more convenient than going out and getting a meal. You don't have to cook food. You don't have to like use a knife and fork. There's no mess. You know, you don't have to throw away anything other than a bottle. You can take it anywhere rather than like trying to like shove a plate everywhere. Like I was drinking Soylent in a class and then at chapel. No way in heck am I gonna like go take like a plate full of like eggs and grits and eat that during class and then bring that to chapel. That just would not work. But because Soylent is a drink, it works to do that. Oh yeah, what I was gonna say was one thing I'm thinking about doing with Soylent is taking Soylent and either like using it as milk with cereal to see how that goes, or putting if it doesn't make me feel full enough, maybe grabbing some chia seeds and throwing those in there, because I've heard that chia seeds tend to make people feel more full. Like that's actually why like some people put chia seeds and stuff. So, but anyways, that's the end of the stream. I figured I want to tag in that message. It's kind of important to make sure that that comes across, especially because way more of you guys show up at the end of my streams than at the beginning. So I'm glad that I mentioned it when I did. I was glad I was able to fit in like a few other things. I tried to react to the YTP, it just wasn't good. I reacted to a bunch of news articles and things that were very interesting. That was fun. I learned a lot. And then it was fun to play some Minecraft. Add more to my structure. I'm looking forward to doing more of that in the future. But anyways, thanks guys for tuning in, and I will see you all later. Sorry I don't have music, but I just forgot to put it on there, and I have to get ready for work. So I'm gonna sit down, drink the rest of this Rick and Morty juice, drink the rest of this bourbon whiskey, and then go to work. So see you guys. Thanks for tuning in, and I will see you guys in the next stream.